In this video, we will show you how to install irrigation on your polytunnel. Here are the parts you'll need. The irrigation tube is supplied in one reel, which will need to be cut to size. Start by unravelling the irrigation pipe and pull it down the length of your polytunnel to the opposite end. Cut the irrigation pipe to be half a metre shorter than the length of your polytunnel. Decide which end you would like to use to connect your hosepipe to the system. On the end you want your water feed, fit a barbed elbow. Simply push the fitting onto the pipe. If the pipe is stiff, you can place the end of the pipe into boiling water to soften. At the opposite end, fit a barbed end stop. Fix the irrigation pipe to the ridge using cable ties, with the barbed elbow being flush to one end. The end with the barbed stop is the end which is half a metre short of the length of your polytunnel. Space cable ties evenly down the length of your polytunnel. Leave the cable ties slightly loose at this stage so we have room to adjust if needed. Turn the elbow so that it is pointing in the direction of the doorpost you have chosen to support the pipe network. Cut a short piece of the irrigation pipe so it fits between the overhead pipe and the doorpost. Push a barbed elbow into one end, and then push the opposite end onto the barbed elbow on the overhead line. Using the remaining pipe, cut a piece that spans from the barbed elbow down to a height you are happy with for the tap and inlet. Assemble the water inlet system as shown. PTFE tape should be placed around the thread of the pressure regulator and the thread of the hose connector. Push the irrigation pipe onto the barbed elbow. Now push the water inlet system onto the opposite end. Screw the pipe clamp to the doorpost in line with the join between the tap and the pressure regulator, whilst holding the tap at the required height. Clip the pressure regulator into the pipe clamp to prevent the manifold from sliding up and down. Use the nail on the pipe clamp to fix the remainder of the pipe to the doorpost. We will now assemble the down tube assembly. Assemble all the down tubes as shown. To install the down tube assembly, use a hole punch to punch a hole into the irrigation pipe. Punch a hole into the underside of the spray line centrally between each hoop and then simply push the down tube assembly into the hole. Repeat this process to fit the remaining down tube assemblies. If you ordered a Prestige irrigation system, then you will need to fit the water controller onto the tap of your water source. The water controller is supplied with fittings for either 3/4 inch or 1 inch male threaded tap. Use the two hose to female click fittings to run a hose between the male click fittings on the water controller and the polytunnel. You will require a hosepipe and may require extra click fittings depending on the type of tap being used. If you find you do not have sufficient water pressure for the anti-drip valves to operate, these can be eliminated from the system. Your system is now ready. You can find more videos to help you build your polytunnel and construct.firsttunnels.co.uk. We also have a construction helpline if you require any further assistance.